these celebrity gossip columns making criticisms about certain things that celebrities are doing. I believe the criticisms. I think what they're doing is horrible, and the statements I make are valid, but the larger picture, you know this, much of the audience knows this, is to then point people down the road so that they can find out about the New World Order and that they can become involved and realize I'm trying to steer them away from the celebrity gossip columns, from the celebrity worship.
Well, it's simple. If we don't educate the public that they were never taught about freedom and the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, the Second Amendment, the First, the 10th, we're going to lose it. And so it is a life and death scenario, not just for this republic, but for our way of life, for freedom, for private property, for our entire future, to go out and to show people just how ignorant they really are, and to understand that they better start learning as much about the Bill of Rights and Constitution as they do about the Colts and the Saints coming up in 8-9 days at the Super Bowl. They had better have a crash course in freedom fast, because all of the job losses. I mean, Austin's one of the wealthiest cities in the country, one of the least hit by the depression we're going into, all over. We went to the baby store the other day, and almost all the shops around it in a middle-class area of Austin were shut down. Across the street from my house is a strip shopping center, middle-class area. They're all shutting down. I mean, the majority. It's scaring me. I won't be able to go to the pharmacy across the street. I won't be able to go get a pizza. I won't be able to go to the cleaners. I won't be able to go eat Chinese food. I mean, it's just all shutting down. America is dying, and the media is telling us, oh, everything's fine. The economy's on the upswing. I mean, it's just hoax after hoax after hoax, Mark.
And that's why I with my last two books, the reason the subtitle is Facts and Fiction is because I take all of this information about the New World Order and separate it and really look at what are the sources. What's the source of this? What's the credibility of that source? Where's this coming from? What's an allegation, a distortion, an exaggeration, a complete fabrication? Because they're trying to muddy the system, is trying to muddy the waters, as we've been discussing, so that people get confused when they're, you're an expert. A lot of this audience is very familiar with this material, but new people will get easily confused with phony information. We can get into Hal Turner's Amero hoaxes. And so that's why
let's talk about agent provocateurs, COINTELPRO, and how they manipulate, especially newbies to any political movement. How it says in the COINTELPRO, in fact, print me that encyclopedia printout again on COINTELPRO, what their job is, what they try to do. We'll be right back.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator that produces pure drinking water right from the humidity in the air. No, this isn't science fiction. It's very real. I know because I use one every day in my own home, and it's available right now to you. Because you know exactly where your water comes from with Ecola Blue, you'll know what's in your cup. Clean, great-tasting water without all the pollutants. Get your family off the grid today by ordering your own Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator for your home or business. Their best seller, the Ecola Blue 28, produces up to 7 gallons of water every day. The Ecola Blue 28 is easy to use and economical. Generate your own pure water from the humidity in the air. This system is free of chemicals and uses a multi-stage filtration system, including reverse osmosis, carbon filters, and ultraviolet lights. Order now and claim your water independence today by calling Ecola Blue at 1-800-691-6043. That's 1-800-691-6043. Or visit Ecola Blue on the web at www.ecoloblu.com today. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup, insurance, and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Hi folks, this is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs generator. Very easy to follow step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. That's www.silverlungs.com. Ladies and gentlemen,
is it getting better?
I get tied down here.
Or do you feel the same?
Making films.
Will it make it
writing books, doing YouTube videos, doing 4 hours of radio a day, 2, 3, 4 hours of research. Sometimes I don't sleep till 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Sometimes I do 6, 7, 8 hours of research, reading government documents, knowing that we're accurate, knowing that we have so much proof it's incredible, studying history, experiencing things. I have experienced things that most people wouldn't experience as a activist leader. I remember trying to build a veteran a new house when they were going to bulldoze his old house. Actually, the citizens had the idea and spearheading it, and having COINTELPRO, we later learned, come on and try to start fights and break up the activists and just make stuff up about me. They understand human psychology. I remember being at Waco, building a memorial chapel there, and people coming in and threatening me and doing something, later reading their names years later as FBI informants. On December 8th, Aaron Dykes wrote an article off of NPR report and other media reports. Well, the imam called me. In fact, we had him on air when that Palestinian activist got all gut up and slit open and basically skinned, his arms tied, his legs tied, thrown into Lake Austin, thrown into the river. They call the river, the Colorado, they've dammed up Lake Austin. And the police said it was a suicide. And I talked to the imam. They said it certainly wasn't a suicide. And then to learn that the admitted FBI informant who'd been sent to Central America, South America, in his own words, who had been sent to Katrina, who had been in Austin trying to infiltrate 9/11 Truth and trying to get them to firebomb Brave New Books, which is a bookstore that one of my listeners founded that I've supported. I mean, people need to know. But see, that's what the feds do. They go and call for violence and call for criminal activity and get everybody infighting to run everyone off. That's what they do. And they make up elaborate lies. I mean, I remember a decade ago, Hal Turner, people constantly emailing me, this guy's attacking you on his radio show, this guy's writing about you, this guy's going after you, this guy's saying you're a Zionist agent. And I'm like, Zionist agent? I mean, I'm a Baptist. I go to a Methodist church. That's where my parents go. I'm an American. And then I learned that a known Israeli diamond dealer brags about it, put out the story. I work for the Vatican. I mean, just completely made up. And when you experience this, it's not for Alex Jones. In a sick way, like P.T. Barnum said, just spell my name right. most publicity is pretty darn good, except it's meant to turn people off who are awakening so they only infight with each other. And I remember all the COINTELPRO that was run against We Are Change in New York when it was first set up, when I first was supporting it, getting Luke on the air. He was by himself, and then he started getting a few supporters that came to help him, and they were trying to plant bombs on him. We got the video of that. They were trying to say he was a terrorist. We know you're not a terrorist, but we're going to set you up. It's all covered in Truth Rising. I remember when German Tallis, a great member of We Are Change, was protesting Laura Bush, and out of a alleyway comes a man with a girl in a wheelchair ramming him and hitting him, and all the witnesses saw it. But the bookstore wouldn't give up the surveillance tape, and they took him to court. He was going to go to prison for years with felonies, and we supported him financially. It went to trial, and the Secret Service wouldn't lie. The APD did. The Secret Service said, no, none of that's true. They attacked him. And then the New York Post had to print a retraction. That was an attempted setup. That's what COINTELPRO does. It was an attempted setup of Luke over and over again. This is what they try to do. And we called out Hal Turner a decade ago, only because he was attacking us, and we were very brief. We just said, no one is allowed to threaten federal judges. No one is allowed to call for violence every day unless they're a Fed.